Orleans, guys. It's only one problem, but it's a big one. There is so much to see, eat, and drink here that it is hard to find any hours to waste. We have to plan every single meal, and that's a good problem to have.
That's right. In today's video, we're gonna take you with us to try some of the most famous dishes in New Orleans.
And we're gonna be showing you where to find them as well. So make sure you grab a snack, because you're probably gonna get hungry watching all of this. Let's go adventure around New Orleans and eat up. All right, first stop of our food tour, and what are we gonna try?
We're gonna try an alligator hot dog.
Yes, and this was actually one that wasn't originally on the agenda.
Right.
But when we received some unsolicited advice from a local out on the bayou this morning, we were like, okay, we gotta try it if a local's recommended it.
Right.
Now, you may be wondering, what were you doing on the bayou? We actually were filming a swamp tour that we will actually have a whole other video about that you guys can check up above once it's out. And yeah, the guy said Gator, best place to get it is a place called Dat Dog.
That's right, so we came over here to see if that is true.
Yeah.
So they're gonna give us our sausage in a minute, and we're excited.
Yeah, we actually also got it with some crawfish etouffee on top, so I'm excited to try this. And one thing I actually learned out on the bayou this morning is about how the mix of the river and the ocean nearby creates this insanely unique environment where the seafood is a mix of like salt water and fresh water. I think that this hot dog we're gonna try is like a perfect example of that.
A summary of everything.
Yeah, so let's get trying it.
Try it. It looks amazing, guys, because they put on top the
etouffee. Yeah.
It smells delicious.
Super good.
So we're ready. It's very good. I could say that the sausage, it could be a little dry if it's alone, but because it had the etouffee on top, it complements itself very good.
Okay.
The bread is very good as well, and it tastes good. It tastes
good?
very good, yeah.
All right, you know, there's a little piece of just the hot dog, the sausage part sticking out, and I really want to try just the flavor of the alligator before I dig into the etouffee. So I'm just going to cut off a little piece. Are we sure there's alligator in this? This literally tastes like sausage to me.
Yeah, that's what I told you.
Yeah. This, if you didn't tell me that this was gator, I might not even realize it was anything different. It tastes like a sausage.
Right.
And actually, when you have it by itself, you realize that it is actually a little bit fatty. I think it's a very, very nice flavor. It's super good. I actually really like it.
When it's all together, with the bread, with the etouffee, it's so good.
Yeah, I like it when it's all together. Oh my gosh, the stuff on top, really good. You can add as many toppings as you want. They have a full list. But the etouffee, very good choice. Since we last saw you guys, we have been having so many adventures around the city, filming for our other video of things to do in New Orleans.
So check it out if you haven't seen it so far.
Next up, we were on the hunt for two popular dishes here in New Orleans. What did you get?
I got a muffaletta.
And I got a po' boy. Apparently one of the best places to get a po' boy in the city. We're gonna tell you guys what those two dishes are. First up, the po' boy. Served on crusty New Orleans-style French bread and dressed with lettuce, tomato, and mayonnaise, these loaf sandwiches are overflowing with fresh Gulf seafood, smoked pork, meatballs, and pretty much anything else the chef can dream of. And then we have the muffaletta. These large round sandwiches are filled with Italian deli meat, cheeses, and homemade olive salad. The sandwich is a perfect example of the cultural melting pot this city has, as it's actually originated among Italian immigrants in New Orleans. Today we decided to test these two dishes at Verti Marti, which is a 24-hour deli that makes giant versions of these. You know a place is going to be good if they just throw you a wad of paper towels when you ask for a napkin. I love unsuspecting places like this. It's truly in the middle of a just corner store.
Right now we're sitting down in
on the curb, gonna get hit, but they don't have seating, but that's how we like to do things.
That's how we are. One day we can be in a fancy restaurant, and another one just sitting down in the street eating a sandwich.
Yep, that is the tourist to local experience, guys. That's what we're all about. Give it a try.
Oh yeah.
To protect the weird. You're never gonna get that far.
So good.
I heard it tastes strongly of olives, and you love olives.
It does. It does.
I was not expecting like a foot-long sandwich. This is crazy, and there's so much delicious fried shrimp in this. I don't know how to go about eating this whole thing, gonna tear. Oh, they already cut it in half. Good. Let's give it a try. Ah. Whoa. A little spicy. This shrimp is amazing. I'm a shrimp girl. I definitely wouldn't have expected to find this in a little corner market, and it is such a good find. Next thing on our list to try is some Creole food, and we have a couple things on the list. There's jambalaya, red beans and rice, and etouffee, and I think I might have found the perfect hidden gem.
That's right. We went to a place called Cook's Place. And remember, if you want to go there, you have to be 21. You have to show your ID because it's also a bar. Nothing fancy, but just good food.
And that's the type of place we like.
That's right. So we took it to go to have a little picnic over here.
I'm pumped. Let's get trying it.
First up is red beans and rice, an absolute staple and often eaten on Mondays here, but you can find them on any day of the week. This slow-cooked dish combines pork, kidney beans, rice, and spices, and it's a legacy of the African and Caribbean arrivals to the city.
They gave us a few options of things to, like the type of meat we wanted. What were they? Sausage, fried chicken, and something else. We went for the fried chicken because when she asked us, we kind of were blank-faced, and she was like, the fried chicken. So we had to trust the lady's word. That is so good. Honestly, I was surprised that the beans were so creamy. It almost reminds me of refried beans, except there's a completely different flavor. Still has a little bit of spice to it. So good. Time to try the chicken. Very, very good. The batter is just amazing.
Next is jambalaya, which is a rice and pork or a rice and seafood dish eaten by both Cajuns and Creoles. Cajun version of jambalaya is made with a roux, while Creole versions are made with tomato, and today we're going for the Creole version.
Uy, está rico.
The sausage. A little spicy, but so good.
Perfect. It's perfect for me.
The flavor that you get in these dishes, it's just unlike anything else. There's so many spices. This is delicious.
And lastly, we have an etouffee, which is a dish that combines seafood like crawfish, shrimp, crab, and even alligator with a roux, onions, green peppers, and celery, plus it's usually served over rice.
Really, really good.
With the white rice, it's very, very good.
I love seafood, so this is like the perfect dish. So much flavor once again. I'm glad we got all this to share because we wanted to try a little bit of everything, and a lot of this is very rice heavy. That's what the waitress said. So you don't want to order too much. Perfect for sharing.
Right.
I can't stop with the shrimp, guys. It's just so freaking good. Martino's just saying, literally the port is a block away from us. This stuff is fresh. I haven't had shrimp this good in a long time. Smells so good. Let's go find a seat.
Next up is, it could be debatable, but it could be the most famous coffee shop in the United States.
Yeah, and you know, maybe it is a little bit of a tourist trap, but you wouldn't go to Paris and not see the Eiffel Tower, right? So same thing applies here. We're at Café du Monde to try the famous beignets and café au lait. And this is going to be such a fun experience because Martina hasn't had this before.
This is so famous in so many series and movies that I watch, so I'm very, very excited.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, like in the movies Chef, and also the beignets of Tiara. I wanted to try this for a long time.
Oh,
so I'm
cool.
very
So
excited.
we're accomplishing something big today. Now, I've heard that the lines here can get pretty ridiculous, but for some reason on a Tuesday morning at 9 a.m., 10 a.m., there was no line. And they have a really good system down now where there's 3 different lines you can go
Right,
into.
and also it helps that it's very cold, unusual for New Orleans.
Yeah.
And right now it's around 8 degrees Celsius, and I don't know how much.
It's like 50 degrees Fahrenheit right now.
50, so it's cold.
But pro tip is if there is a line here, please remember this is cash only. You don't want to be standing in line for 2 hours and then not have your cash on you.
Good one, good one.
Now, if you're not familiar with beignets, they're like a fried little pillow, crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside, and covered in powdered sugar. Now,
Right.
Pro tip, do not inhale when you eat these. I made the mistake last time and I caused quite the embarrassment. And we also are excited to try the café au lait. This is actually super unique. It's not just your regular cup of coffee, so we're going to tell you. We're going to tell you a little bit about what it is.
like we mentioned, the Café au lait is actually quite unique here because it uses a chicory blend. Coffee first came to North America by way of New Orleans back in the mid-1700s. The taste for coffee and chicory was developed by the French during their Civil War. Coffee was scarce during those times, and they found that chicory added body and flavor to the brew and almost gave a sort of chocolate flavor to the one here served at Café du Monde. The Café du Monde coffee and chicory is traditionally served au lait, which is mixed half and half with hot milk.
This is good. I like it.
Son deliciosos. Deliciosos.
My turn. There's something about deep fried food that just reminds me of the fair. It's so good, and I love how the sugar gets stuck on the top of your mouth. This coffee is perfect to wash it down with.
Actually, I'm very happy, but it's a little bit cold because the coffee is hot. Also, the beignets is the perfect combination for cold weather. So normally in New Orleans, it's not cold, it's hot, it's humid, but right now it's the perfect experience.
Next up on our bucket list is to try some gumbo. If you're gonna have gumbo, you might as well come to the best place in town. So we're here at the Gumbo Shop, which has been awarded Best Gumbo in the New Orleans poll since 1999. Let's see how it is.
Gumbo can actually be Creole or Cajun. It just depends how it's made. A telltale sign that it's the Creole version is that there's tomato. Cajun food doesn't include tomato typically. We decided to pick the chicken andouille gumbo, which includes andouille, which is a Cajun sausage.
It's cold weather, so this is perfect for us. A lot of flavor.
I really like this. It's not too spicy, and I love the sausage in it. It's, like Martine said, it's perfect on a cold weather day. So good and so flavorful. Last stop, you guys, and I'm very, very excited for this one because I have a sweet tooth. We're gonna try Banana Foster at Brennan's.
Bananas Foster was invented at the famous Brennan's restaurant in 1951, so that's where we're gonna try the real dessert. If you aren't familiar with this dessert, bananas are sauteed in sugar, rum, and liqueur and flambéed tableside, then served over cold vanilla ice cream.
I was so shocked when we saw this on the menu because not only we were expecting something obviously really good because they are the creators of the Banana Foster, but there's a little warning when you order it that you have to have a minimum of 2 people per serving, so we knew it was going to be big. And I was so surprised they actually brought it to our table and cooked it there right in front of us. It was so cool, an experience in itself, and let's see if it's as good as it looks. Yep, definitely as good as it looks, even better.
Very good.
Outstanding. Sickingly sweet, but so good. I hope our stomachs don't count as extra weight on the airplane ride back because we ate a lot. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. You got an idea of the things you should be trying in New Orleans, and let us know if you go to any of these places. We'd love to hear how it went.
Also, let us know if you're from New Orleans or from Louisiana or from the South, if we miss a dish over here, because I know there's a lot of dishes around and we can only put a certain.
Share your knowledge. Right. We're not gatekeeping in 2022, guys. We are letting people know where to go. All right. So long.
Travel well.
And make the world your neighborhood. See you guys next time.
Bye.
Curious what camera gear we use while traveling? Want to rock some of our awesome merch? Or maybe you just want a discount with some of our favorite companies? Make sure to check out the description of this video for links to all these things and more.